Now let us discuss the next topic, that is simple equations. Now the children often play games with numbers. Now let us see a game with the numbers. So these games are called mind reading games. So now for example, I have chosen a number and the number is multiplied by 4. I have chosen a number and the number is multiplied by 4. And the product is added by 5. So 5 is added to the product. Then the result is 65. Now what is the number? Can anybody guess the number what I have chosen in the beginning? And let us take another game. So that is, here also I have chosen a number. It is multiplied by 10. And 20 is subtracted from the product. Then the result is 50. Now how to find the number which I have chosen in the beginning? So how to guess the number? Using the concept of simple equations, we can find the any unknown number. So how to find the unknown number? To find the unknown number in any mind reading game, we have to replace the unknown number by any of the variables such as x, y, z. So whatever the variable we can represent for the unknown number. Now how to find out the chosen number? Means how to, by using the concept of simple equations, we can find the unknown number. Then how to set up the equation? Now setting up of an equation. Now here the unknown number is represented by any of the variables such as x. So the unknown number is represented by x here. Then it is multiplied by 10. So here x is multiplied by 10. Then we get x into 4. So that equals to 4x. Then 5 is added to the product. So the product is 4x. Then 5 is added. So we get 4x plus 5. Then the result is 65. So then the result 4x plus 5 equals to 65. Now by substituting the different values of x in the given equation, means by putting the different values of x in the equation, we should check whether both LHS and RHS are equal. For example, if x equals to 1, then we get 4 into 1 plus 5. So that equals to 4 ones are 4 plus 5. So that is 9. So here we do not get LHS and RHS equal. So by substituting method, we can find the value of the unknown number x here. Now let us take the second case. The unknown number is represented by y. Then it is multiplied by 10. So we get y into 10 equals to 10y. Now as 20 is subtracted from the product, then we get 10y minus 20. So then the result is 50. So we can write that 10y minus 20 equals to 50. So in this equation also we have to find out the value of y for which the equation is satisfied. So by finding the value of y, then we can find the chosen value which we have chosen in the first. Now let us discuss what is a variable and what are the expressions. Now first, variable. Now the word variable means something, some number which can vary, means which can change. So in the above equation, 4x plus 5 equals to 65. So the unknown number here denoted by x represents the variable. So usually the variables are represented by the lowercase letters like a, b, c, x, y, z, etc. Now the variables can take any value from any number set. For example, in the equation 4x plus 5 equals to 65. So here x may be 1 or x may be 2 or x may be 3 or any number. Here the variables can take on any numerical values from a given number set, either from the natural numbers or from the whole numbers or from the integers or from the rational numbers, and it does not have any fixed value, so it can change, means it can vary. Now the second equation, 10y minus 20 equals to 50. So here also the unknown number y can take any numerical value from a given number set. So here y is also called a variable. So here also y is not any fixed number, it can vary. Now what are the expressions? Actually the expressions are formed by performing the operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division on the variables. For example, in this equation 4x plus 5 equals to 65, here 4x plus 5 is formed by adding 4 times x to the constant number 5. So this is an expression, 4x plus 5 is an expression. So this expression is obtained by taking the operation addition to the 4 times x and 5. Now if you take the second equation, 10y minus 20 equals to 50. So in this equation, here 10y minus 20 is obtained by subtracting 20 from 10 times y. So here also, here 10y minus 20 is an expression. So this expression is obtained by subtracting 20 from 10 times y. So these are the expressions in the equations. Now what is the value of the equation? For example, what is the value of the expression? First, 4x plus 60, 4x plus 5 is there. So in the expression 4x plus 5, if we substitute x value 4, if x equals to 4, then the value of the expression is 4 into 4 plus 5. This equals to 16 plus 5 equals to 21, but not 65. Now let us substitute x value 15. So 4x plus 5. So if x equals to 15, now we are finding the value of the expression 4x plus 5 for x equals to 15. So then we get 4 into 15 plus 5. So this equals to 15 4s are 60 plus 5. This equals to 65. So here the equation 4x plus 5 equal to 65 is satisfied for x value 15. So here x value 15 is called the solution of the equation. So this equation is a condition on the variable. Now when the equation is satisfied, means when we get the LHS and RHS equal, for x value 15 we got LHS RHS equal, means the value of the left hand side and the value of the right hand side are equal. So this value x equal to 15 is called the solution of the equation. Then what is the value of x4? For if you substitute x value 4 in the equation, we do not get LHS and RHS equal. So your x equal 4 is not a solution of the equation. Then how can you define the solution of the equation? Now the value of the variable for which the equation is satisfied is called the solution of the equation. Now if you take the equation 4x plus 5 equals to 65, so the value x equal to 15 for the variable x satisfied the equation. So this is called solution of the equation. So we can define the solution as the value of the variable for which the equation is satisfied is called solution of the equation. Now let us see what is an equation. Now if you consider any equation, so it contains an equality sign. For example, 4x plus 5 equals to 65. So there is an equality sign in any equation. So in this equation 4x plus 5 equals to 65. Now the expression which is left to the equality sign, that is 4x plus 5, and the other expression which is right to the equality sign, that is 65. So this equation 4x plus 5 equals to 65 tells us that the value of the expression left to the equality sign and the value of the expression right to the equality sign, so these both are equal. Now if you consider any other equation like 2x minus 7 greater than 36 or 5x plus 18 less than 40, so these expressions have the other signs than equality. So this sign is greater than symbol and this sign is less than symbol. So these are not considered as an equation because so these are containing the symbols other than equality sign. So here it is greater than symbol and here it is less than symbol. So these are called inequations. So these inequations you will learn later on. Now let us focus on only equations. Now in this, the 4x plus 5 is called LHS because it is left to the equality sign. So this is represented by LHS or left hand side, and RHS 65 is RHS because it is right to the equality sign. So it is called RHS. Now in any equation, either LHS or RHS should contain at least one variable. So then only it is called an equation, or sometime it is not compulsory that only the LHS should consist of any variable x. For example, we may get the equation like 10 equals to 2y minus 3. Here the RHS consists of the variable y. Or sometime you may have the equations containing both LHS and RHS consist of variables. So like 3x plus 7 equals to 4x minus 8. So here both LHS and RHS contains the variable, that is x. So when you write any equation, at least one of the LHS and RHS should contain one variable. So here both the LHS and RHS contain the variable, that is x. So in this, the RHS contains the variable y, and in the given equation 4x plus 5 equals to 65, here the LHS contains the variable x. Now what is the equation? Equation is a condition on the variable. The condition is that the value of the LHS should be equal to the RHS. Now an equation is a condition on the variable so that the value of the LHS and the value of are equal. So this is called an equation. So an equation is a condition on the variable so that the value of LHS and the value of RHS are equal. Now what happens if you interchange both the LHS and RHS? For example, if you take the equation 4x plus 5 equals to 65, so I am interchanging both LHS and RHS, means both LHS and RHS are replaced by each other. So then we get 65 equals to 4x plus 5. So even though by interchanging both LHS and RHS, the equation remains the same by interchanging both LHS and RHS, means the equality does not alter, means the equality does not change when you interchange both LHS and RHS, but the equation remains the same. So far we have discussed how to set up of an equation and what is the variable and the expression in an equation, and also we have discussed the solution of the equation. Now let us do few problems now. So complete the table. So in the table the first columm is serial number and the next column equation. So different equations are given and the value of the variable also given in the next column. Then you have to write whether the equation is satisfied or not by substituting the value of the variable in the given equation. Now the first equation, x plus 3 equals to 0, and here it is given that x equal to minus 3. Now by substituting x value minus 3, so then we get LHS equals to, here x value is replaced by minus 3, so we write minus 3 plus 3 equals to minus 3 plus 3 is 0, and which is RHS. So this 0 equals to RHS. So here LHS equal to RHS. So we can write that the equation is satisfied for the value x equal to minus 3. So we can write yes. Now the second equation, x minus 7 equal to 1. Here the variable is x equal to 7. So let us substitute by x. Let us substitute x value 7. Now x minus 7, so LHS equals to x minus 7, x value is 7 minus, again 7 is there, so 7 minus 7 is 0, but RHS is 1, so this is not equal to RHS. So we can say that the equation is not satisfied. So we can write the answer no, the equation is not satisfied. Now let us take the third equation, 5x equals to 25. Now we will find the value of LHS by substituting x value 0. So if you substitute x value 0 in the LHS, so we get 5x means 5 into x. So 5 into 0, 5 into 0 is 0, but here RHS is 25. So this is not equal to RHS. So here also we can say that no, the equation is not satisfied. Now let us take the fourth equation, m by 3 equals to 2 and m value is given as minus 6. Now we will find the value of LHS by substituting m value minus 6. So m value is minus 6 divided by 3. So then we get 3 1s are 3 and 3 2s are 6. So this equals to minus 2. But RHS is 2. So this is not equal to RHS. So here also we can say that the equation is not satisfied. Now let us take the next equation, fifth equation, that is m by 2 equals to 3. Now here also we will substitute the value of m is 6. So we will find the value of LHS. So m value 6. 6 by 2, 2 1s are 2 3s are, this equals to 3, and which is equal to RHS. So this is equal to RHS. So therefore we can write yes, the equation is satisfied. So by substituting the value of the variable in the given equation, we can find whether the equation is satisfied for the given value or not. Now let us see the next question. Check whether the value given in the brackets is a solution to the equation or not. Now the first equation is 7n plus 5 equals to 19 for n equals to minus 2. Now let us substitute n value minus 2 in the given equation. So substituting n equals to minus 2. Now we will find the value of LHS. LHS is 7n plus 5. So 7 into n value is minus 2 plus 5. So this equals to plus into minus, minus 7 to the 14 plus 5. So this equals to minus 14 plus 5 is minus 9. But whereas RHS is 19. So here we can write that LHS is not equal to RHS. So therefore we can write n equals to minus 2 is not a solution to the given equation. Now let us take the second question. The given equation is 4p minus 3 equals to 13 and here p value is minus 4. Now again here you will substitute p value minus 4. Now substituting p equals to minus 4 in the LHS. Now LHS equals to, so 4p minus 3, 4 into p value is minus 4, then minus 3. So this equals to plus into minus minus and 4 4s are 16, then minus 3. So minus 16 minus 3 is minus 19. The value of LHS is minus 19 but the RHS is 13. So here RHS equals to 13. So LHS is not equal to RHS. So here also p value minus 4 is not a solution. Therefore p equals to minus 4 is not a solution to the given equation. Now let us take the third equation. 7n plus 5 equals to 19 and here the value of the variable n is given as 2. Now let us substitute n value 2 in the equation. So substituting n equals to 2, then value of LHS equals to 7n plus 5. 7n means 7 into n. So 7 into n value is 2 plus 5. So 7 2s are 14 plus 5. So 14 plus 5 is 19 and whereas RHS is also 19. So here we can say that LHS equals to RHS. So here both the value of LHS and RHS are equal. So we can say that n equals to, therefore we can write n equals to 2 is a solution to the given equation. So if the value of the variable satisfies the given equation, means if the given equation is satisfied for the value of its variable, then the value of the variable is called a solution to the equation. Now let us see the next question. Write the equations for the following statements. Now the statements are given. So by reading the statements and by observing the mathematical operations in the statement and also the variables present in the statement, we should write those statements in the equation form. Now let us see the first statement. 2 subtracted from y is 8. So from the variable y, 2 subtracted. So first we will write y. From the variable y, 2 subtracted. So minus 2. Then we get 8. So the equation is y minus 2 equals to 8. Now next statement. 3/4 of t is 15. Here the variable is t and 3/4 means 3 by 4. So 3 by 4. So 3/4 of the variable t equals to 15. Now next statement. 7 times m plus 7 gets you 77. So the variable present in the statement is m. So using the statement we write the equation. So 7 times the variable m. 7 times the variable m means 7m plus 7. So by adding 7 to the product 7m, then you get 77. So this equals to 77. So 7 times m plus 7 gets 77. Next equation, if you take away 6 from 6 times y, you get 60. So the variable is y here. 6 times y means 6y. And if you take away 6 from 6 times y, so from 6y, if you take away 6 means 6 subtracted, then you get 60. So then this equals to 60. Next equation, if you add 3 times 1/3 of z, you get 30. So the variable is z here. Now 1/3 of z means 1/3 z. So 1/3 z. If you add 3 to 1/3 of z means plus 3. So then you get 30. So this equals to 30. Means if 3 is added to 1/3 of z to get 30. So these are the equations when the equations are given as the statements. Now let us solve the next problem. Write the following equations in statement forms. Just before we have written the statement forms in the equation form. Now we will write the equations in the statement form. Now the first equation is p plus 4 equals to 15. So here one equation can be written in 2-3 statement forms. Now let us write one statement form for each given equation. So here p plus 4 equals to 15. So this can be written as the sum of p and 4 is 15, or we can write the same equation as 4 added to p gives 15. So one equation can be written in 2-3 statement forms, but let us write one statement form for each equation. So the first equation can be written as the sum of p and 4. The sum of p and 4 is 15. Or we can write 4 added to p gives 15. Now the second equation, m minus 7 equals to 3. Here 7 subtracted from m gives 3. Or we can write the difference of m and 7 is 3. The difference of m and 7 is 3. Now the third equation, 2m equals to 7. So here 2 times m is 7. So we can write 2 times the variable m. 2 times m is 7. Now the next equation, m divided by 5 equals to 3. So the quotient of m and 5 is 3, or we can write 1/5 of m is 3, or we can write m divided by 5 is 3. So we can write 1/5 of m is 3. Now the next equation, 4p minus 2 equals to 18. So here first 4p means 4 times p. From 4 times p here 2 subtracted, so it gives 18. So we can write this equation as 2 subtracted from 4p, then you get 18. If 2 subtracted from 4 times p, you get 18. So if 2 subtracted from 4 times p, then you get 18. Now the sixth equation, p by 2 plus 2 equals to 8. So here p by 2 means half p, and 2 is added to half p, then you get 8. So if 2 is added to half p, then you get 8. So here this equation can be written as if 2 is added to half p, you get 8. So these are the statement forms when the equations are given. Now let us solve the next question. Set up an equation in the following cases. Now the two cases are given, so the two statements are given. By reading the two statements, we should set up an equation. So the first statement is, Irfan says that he has 7 marbles more than 5 times the marbles permit has. Then Irfan has 37 marbles. Now reading this statement, we should set up an equation. So first, we don't know how many marbles that permit has. So first, let the number of marbles that permit has be x. The number of marbles of permit equal to x. Now the number of marbles of Irfan, so that is given as 37 marbles, but this number of marbles of Irfan is also given as the statement. Now see, so that Irfan has 7 marbles more than 5 times the marbles permit has. So how many marbles that permit has? It is x. So 5 times x means 5x, and 7 marbles more. So we can write 5x plus 7. So that equals to 37. Now the number of marbles of Irfan is 37. That is also given as 7 more than 5 times the number of marbles that permit has. So then it is written as 5x plus 7 equals to 37. Now let's take the second case, that is Lakshmi's father is 49 years old and he is 4 years older than 3 times Lakshmi's age. Now first let us take the Lakshmi's age be ys. Now what is her father's age? That is given 49 years old. So her father's age equal to 49 years. But this is also given as the condition, that is he is 4 years older than 3 times Lakshmi's age. So 3 times Lakshmi's age means 3y years, and 4 years older means plus 4. So this equals to 49 years. Now the equation is 3y plus 4 equals to 49 years. So this is the equation when the statement is given. So first you have to choose the variable of Lakshmi's age, that is ys. Then we should write the father's age, that is 49 years. Then this same 49 years is given as the condition. So that is his age is 4 years more than 3 times Lakshmi's age. So then we write 3 times Lakshmi's age means 3y. So 4 years more means plus 4, that is same as 49 years. Now let us discuss how to solve an equation. For example, an equation is given, then how to solve it. So let us see now solving an equation. Now let us take an example. 7 minus 3 is 4. So that is same as 1 plus 3. So here 7 minus 3 is same as 1 plus 3. So this is an equation. Now if you add the same number to the both sides of the equation, then even the equality remains the same or not, means the equality remains undisturbed or not. Now let us add the same number to both sides of an equation. So that is the first condition. So if you add the same number like 7 minus 3 plus 5 equals to 1 plus 3 plus 5. So 7 minus 3 is 4 plus 5 equals to 1 plus 3 is 4 plus 5. So your 9 equals to 9. So both LHS and RHS are equal. So by adding the same number to both sides of the equation, the equality remains the same. So still the equality holds. So it does not change. Now let us subtract the same number from both sides of the equation. Now for example, 7 minus 3 minus 2, this equals to 1 plus 3 minus 2. From both sides 2 is subtracted. So 7 minus 3 is 4 minus 2. So this equals to 1 plus 3, 4 minus 2. So 4 minus 2 is 2. This equals to 4 minus 2 is 2. So here also we get LHS equals to RHS. So if the same number is subtracted from both sides of the equation, still the equality remains the same, means it is not changed. Now let us multiply both sides of the equation by the same non-zero number. Here 7 minus 3 is multiplied by 5, and even RHS 1 plus 3 is also multiplied by 5. So 7 minus 3 is 4 into 5 equals to 1 plus 3 is 4 into 5. 4 5 are 20. This equals to 4 5 are 20. So here also we got LHS equal to RHS. So if both LHS and RHS are multiplied by the same non-zero number or same any number, then we get LHS equal to RHS. So here also the equality remains the same, means still it holds. Now let us divide both LHS and RHS by the same non-zero number. So then what will happen? Let us see now. Fourth one, 7 minus 3 is divided by 2, and the RHS 1 plus 3 also divided by 2. Now 7 minus 3 4 divided by 2, this equals to 1 plus 3 4 divided by 2. Now 4 divided by 2 is 2 equals to 4 divided by 2 is 2. So still LHS equals to RHS, means if both LHS and RHS of an equation are divided by the same non-zero number, then still LHS and RHS will be equal, means still the equality remains the same. So it is not disturbed. So when we add both sides of the equation by the same number, and when you subtract both sides of the same, when you subtract the same number from both sides, or when you multiply both sides by the same number, or when you divide both sides of the equation by the same non-zero number, still the equality remains the same. So if you fail to do the same mathematical operation on both sides, then what does happen? Let us see now what happens. Now let us take the fifth case, that is here 7 minus 3. So here LHS is, for example, if you take the multiplication operation, if 7 minus 3 is multiplied by 4, but the RHS 1 plus 3 is multiplied by, here LHS is 7 minus 3 and RHS is 1 plus 3. So we are multiplying LHS by 4 and we are multiplying RHS by 5. Then let us see what happens now. So 7 minus 3 is 4 into 4, but here 1 plus 3 is 4 into 5. So this equals to 4 4s are 16 and the RHS is 4 5 are 20. Here LHS is not equal to RHS. So when you fail to do the same mathematical operation on both sides of the equality equation, then the equality does not remain the same, means still the equality does not hold. So this is what solving an equation means. When you do the same mathematical operation on both sides of the equality sign. So these are the different cases. Now if you take the equation 4 minus 3 equals to 1 plus 3 Now in this equation, this balanced equation is like a weighing balance with equal weights in the two pawns. So for example, in the left pawn, so there is a weight of 10 kilograms, and even in the right pawn, so there is a weight of 10 kilograms. So when both weights are the same in the two pawns, so then the arm of the balance is horizontal, so it remains horizontal. So when in any pawn there is more weight, then the arm is not horizontal. Now doing the mathematical operation to any equation, to any balanced equation, is like adding weights to the pawns or removing weights from the pawns. For example, if you put the same weight, in the two pawns of the balance, weighing balance, then if you add more 2 kilograms, and even in the right pawn also, if you put the same weight. So if you take the same weight in the two pawns, then still the arm of the balance remains horizontal. So for example, if you take 3 kilograms more, and if you take 3 kilograms more in the two pawns, still the arm of the balance remains the horizontal. Now if you remove 5 kilograms from the left pawn, if you remove 5 kilograms from the left pawn, and if you remove 4 kilograms from the right pawn, but the arm of the balance is not horizontal. So we can compare adding or removing weights to the pawns is like the doing same mathematical operation to the equation. Now for example, in the left pawn, so there is an expression in the left pawn, that is x minus 3, and in the right pawn, so that is 7. Now how to find the value of x? So here we can add same number on both sides, or we can subtract same number from both sides. Now by adding plus 3 on both sides, then we get x minus 3 plus 3. So here also 7 plus 3. So here minus 3 plus 3 get cancelled, then we get x, and here 10. 7 plus 3 is 10. So here x value is 10. So by here we have added the same number in the two sides. Now for example, if you take y plus 7 equals to 16, then how to separate y, means how y should be separated. So by subtracting 7 from both sides. So if you subtract 7 from both sides, then y should be separated in LHS. Then we get y plus 7 minus 7 equals to 16 minus 7. So here plus 7 minus 7 cancel. Y equals to 16 minus 1 is 9. So here y value is 9. Now let us take another equation. 3z equals to 15. So how to find the value of z? So here also we should divide both LHS and RHS by the same number, by the same non-zero number. Then z will be separated in LHS. So by dividing both LHS and RHS by 3, so 3z by 3 equals to 15 by 3. So then 3 get cancelled. Here 3 1s are 3 5s are 15. So here z value is 15. So by doing the same mathematical operation on both sides of the equation, then the variable present in the equation will be separated. Then we get the value of the variable. For example, m by 6 equals to 15. Then how to find the value of m? Here by 6 should be cancelled, then m should be separated in the LHS. Then how to cancel by 6, divide by 6? Then we multiply on both sides by 6. So to cancel by 6, then we multiply both sides by 6. So m by 6 into 6 equals to 15 into 6. then here 6 get cancelled, m equals to 15 6 are 90. So in this way, by applying the same mathematical operation on both sides of the equation, then we can separate the variable present in that equation, then we can find its value. So far we have discussed how to solve an equation by applying the same mathematical operation to both sides of the equation. Means how the equation remains the same, means equality sign remains the same when you add the same number to both sides, or when you subtract same number from both sides, or when you multiply both sides of the equation by the same number, or when you divide both sides of the equation by the same non-zero number. And we have also compared the applying the mathematical operation to both sides of the equation with the weighing balance. Now let us perform some problems now. So the first question, give first step you will use to separate the variable and then solve the equation. Now the first equation is x minus 1 equals to 5. So what is the mathematical operation to be applied in the first step to separate x in the given equation? Now what is the first step? So to cancel minus 1 here to separate x, so minus 1 should be cancelled here. Then how to remove minus 1? So by applying plus 1 on both sides, means add 1 to both sides. So we can write add 1 to both sides. Then we get x minus 1 plus 1 equals to 5 plus 1. So here minus 1 plus 1 get cancelled, then we get x equals to 6. Now this is the solution of the equation. Now the second equation, x plus 6 equals to 2. So then x plus 6, so how to cancel plus 6 in the LHS to separate x? So to cancel plus 6, we subtract 6 from both sides. So we write here subtract 6 from both sides. So x plus 6 minus 6 equals to 2 minus 6. So we have to do the same mathematical operation on both sides of the equality sign. So in the LHS, plus 6 minus 6 get cancelled, then x equals to 2 minus 6 is minus 4. Now the third equation, y minus 4 equals to minus 7. So to cancel minus 4, we should add plus 4 to both sides. Now add 4 to both sides. So then y minus 4 plus 4 equals to minus 7 plus 4. In LHS, here minus 4 plus 4 get cancelled, then we get y equals to minus 7 plus 4 is minus 3. So here y equals to minus 3 is the solution of the given equation. So in this, x equals to minus 4 is the solution. Now in the fourth equation, y plus 7 equals to minus 6. To separate y in the LHS, so we have to remove plus 7, means we have to cancel plus 7. How to cancel plus 7 here? To cancel plus 7, we should subtract 7 from both sides. So subtract 7 from both sides. So then we get y plus 7 minus 7 equals to minus 6 minus 7. Here plus 7 minus 7 cancel, then we get y equals to, here minus 6 minus 7 is minus 13. So here y equals to minus 13 is the solution of the given equation. Now let us see the next question. So b by 2 equal to 6. So here the operation is b divided by 2. Then how to separate b in the LHS? So here b is divided by 2. So to cancel by 2, we should multiply both sides by the same number, that is 2. So multiply both sides by 2. So then we get b by 2 into 2 equals to 6 into 2. So here 2 cancel, then b equals to 6 to the 12 is the solution. Now 8y equals to 36. So how to cancel into 8 in the LHS? To cancel into 8, we should divide both sides by 8. Now divide both sides by 8. Then we get 8y divided by 8 equals to 36 divided by 8. So here into 8 by 8 get cancelled. So in the RHS we can cancel 36 and 8 in 4 table. 4 9s are 36 and 4 2s are 8. Then we get y value 9 by 2. Here 9 by 2 is the solution of the equation, and here b equals to 12 is the solution of the equation. Next, 20t equals to minus 10. So how to cancel into 20? Means how to separate t in the LHS. To separate t in the LHS, we divide both sides by 20. So divide both sides by 20. So then we get 20t by 20 equals to minus 10 by 20. Here 20 get cancelled. Here 10 1s are 10 and 10 2s are 20. Then t equals to minus 1 by 2. Next, m by 5 equals to 7 by 15. To cancel by 5, we must do the operation multiplication by 5 on both sides. So when you multiply on both sides by 5, now multiply both sides by 5. So here m by 5 into 5 equals to 7 by 15 into 5. Here into 5 divided by 5 get cancelled. Here 5 1s are 5 and 5 3s are 15. So then m equals to 7 by 3. So here m equals to 7 by 3 is the solution of the given equation. So by applying the same mathematical operation on both sides of the equation to separate the variable present in the equation, we can solve the equation. Now let us see the next question. Give the steps you will use to separate the variable and then solve the equation. Now in the first equation, 3n minus 2 equals to 46. By separating variable in the LHS, we can find the solution of the equation. So that separation of the variable can be done by using the same mathematical operation on both sides, either multiplication or subtraction or division or addition. Now if you consider the first equation, 3n minus 2 equals to 46. So to cancel minus 2, we can do the operation adding 2 on both sides. So here add, the first step is add 2 to both sides. So then we get 3n minus 2 plus 2 equals to 46 plus 2. So here we can cancel minus 2 plus 2. Then we get 3n equals to 46 plus 2 is 48. Now the second step is to cancel into 3. 3n means in the sense 3 into n. To cancel into 3, here we can divide both sides by 3. So the second step is divide both sides by 3. So then we get 3n by 3 equals to 48 divided by 3. So here 3 get cancelled. 3 1s are 3 and 3 16s are 48. So we get n equals to 16. So this is the solution of the given equation. So solution is n equals to 16. Now the second equation, 20p by 3 equals to 40. To separate the variable p in the LHS, first we have to cancel divided by 3. To cancel by 3, so we must multiply both sides by 3. So multiply both sides by 3. So this is the first step. So if you multiply LHS 20p by 3 by 3, so here also 40 is multiplied by 3. So here we can cancel 3 and 3. Then 20p equals to 40 into 3 is 120. Now 20p means 20 is multiplied by p. Now to cancel into 20, so here we can do division of 20 on both sides. So the second step is divide both sides by 20. So when you divide both sides by 20, so LHS 20p by 20 as well as RHS 120 by 20. So here into 20 by 20 cancel. Here 21s are and 26 are 120. So p equals to 6. So this is the solution of the equation. So solution p equals to 6. Now let us solve the next question. Solve the following equations. Now the first equation is 10p plus 10 equals to 100. So here in the LHS there are two terms 10p and 10. So first to separate p in the LHS. So first we have to remove plus 10. So how to cancel plus 10 in the LHS? By applying minus 10 on both sides. So we subtract 10 from both sides. So subtract 10 from both sides, then we get 10p plus 10 minus 10 equals to 100 minus 10. So then we get plus 10 minus 10 cancel. So 10p equals to 90 because 100 minus 10 is 90. So how to separate p again in the LHS? So here 10p means it is multiplication of 10 by p. So to cancel into 10, so we divide both sides by 10. So then we get 10p by 10 equals to 90 by 10. So both sides are divided by 10. Here 10 get cancelled. Here 10 ones are 10 and 10 nines are 90. Then p equals to 9 by 1. So p equals to 9. Therefore solution of the equation is p equals to 9. Now let us take the second equation. 2q minus 6 equals to 0. So here how to separate q, the variable q in the LHS? To separate the variable q in the LHS, first we have to remove minus 6. So to remove minus 6, to cancel minus 6, adding plus 6 on both sides. So we take 2q minus 6 plus 6 equals to 0 plus 6. Now here minus 6 plus 6 cancel. Then we get 2q equals to 0 plus 6 is 6. 2q means 2 is multiplied by q. So to remove into 2, so we should divide both sides by 2. So here 2q by 2 equals to 6 by 2. Here 2 get cancelled and 2 ones are 2 and 2 threes are 6. Then q equals to 3 by 1. So then q equals to 3. Therefore the solution of the given equation is q equals to 3. Now the third equation, minus p by 3 equals to 5. So minus p is divided by 3. Now how to separate p in the LHS? So here the division case, so the opposite operation, that is multiplication. So we should multiply both sides by 3. So here minus p by 3 is multiplied by 3 as well as RHS 5 is also multiplied by 3. So here 3 get cancelled. Minus p equals to 5 3s are 15. But here we got minus p. So the coefficient of p is minus 1. So how to cancel minus 1? So multiply on both sides by minus 1. So when you multiply on both sides by minus 1, then we get minus p is multiplied by minus 1 as well as RHS 15 is also multiplied by minus 1. Here minus into minus plus and p ones are p equals to plus into minus minus, 15 ones are 15. So the p value minus 15 is the solution of the equation. Therefore solution p equals to minus 15. Now the next equation, 3s plus 12 equal to 0. Now in the LHS, s is the variable, it should be separated in the LHS. So first we should cancel plus 12. So its opposite operation, opposite mathematical operation is adding minus 12, means subtract 12 from both sides. So then we get 3s plus 12 minus 12 equals to 0 minus 12. So 12 is subtracted from both sides, then we can cancel plus 12 and minus 12. Then we get 3s equals to 0 minus 12 is minus 12. Now 3s means 3 is multiplied by s, means it is 3 into s. Then how to cancel into 3? To cancel into 3, we do the operation, its opposite operation, that is dividing by 3. So both sides are divided by 3, then we get 3s by 3 equals to minus 12 by 3. Here 3 get cancelled, and 3 1s are 3 and 3 4s are 12. So s equals to minus 4. Therefore solution of the equation s equals to minus 4. So to solve any equation, means to find the value of the variable of the equation satisfying that particular equation, we should separate the variable present in the equation in the LHS. To separate the variable in the LHS, we can do any mathematical operation, same mathematical operation on both sides of the equation. So those mathematical operations are addition, subtraction and multiplication or division. So whatever the mathematical operation you apply in the LHS, the same thing should be applied in the RHS to maintain the balance of the equation. Now I would like to teach you the transposition method to solve simple equations. Now what is transposition method? So transposition means to move one term of the equation from one side to the other side. For example, x minus 5 equals to 3. Then first we will write transposition method. So transposing means moving one term from one side of the equation to the other side. Now to cancel minus 5 means to get x separated in the LHS. So we should cancel minus 5. Then we add plus 5 to the both sides. Then we get x minus 5 plus 5 equals to 3 plus 5. In the LHS we can cancel minus 5 plus 5. So then x equals to, here we get 3 plus 5. So here minus 5 is moved from LHS to the RHS, means it is shifted from LHS to the RHS. So then the sign of the minus 5 will be changed as the plus 5. So when you transpose any term from one side to the other side, then you have to change its sign. Now for example, if you take another example, so then in this we get x equals to 8. So then if y plus 7 equals to 10, to separate y in the LHS, so we have to subtract 7 from both the sides. So then we get y plus 7 minus 7 equals to 10 minus 7. So here we can cancel plus 7 minus 7, then y equals to 10 minus 7. So when plus 7 is moved from LHS to RHS, then its sign is changed as minus 7. So here also plus 7 is transposed from left hand side to the right hand side. Then its sign plus 7 became minus 7. Now let us take another equation. 3x equals to 21. So here 3x means 3 is multiplied by x. So to cancel into 3, so we should divide both sides by 3. So then we get 3x by 3 equals to 21 by 3. So both sides are divided by 3. Here we can cancel 3. Then we get x equals to 21 by 3. When multiplication 3 is transposed to other side, then the multiplication became division by 3. So here multiplication by 3, it became division by 3. So in this the solution is 3 1s are 3 7s are. So x equals to 7. So in the previous problem solution y equals to 10 minus 7 is 3. Now the Let us take another equation. T by 5 equals to 10. So here T divided by 5 equals to 10. Now to separate T, the variable T in the LHS, so we must multiply both sides by 5. So here we get T by 5 into 5 equals to 10 into 5. So then 5 get cancelled, then T equals to 10 5s are 50. So when division by 5 is in the LHS, so when by 5 is transposed to the RHS, it became multiplication by 5. So when you change the side of the term from one side to the other side, then plus sign will become minus sign and minus sign will become plus. So the addition becomes the subtraction and the subtraction becomes the addition. So then the multiplication becomes the division as well as division becomes the multiplication. So this will be easier for us to solve the equations. Now we have discussed how to solve the simple equations using the transposition method. Now let us solve the following equations using the transposition method. So in the first equation, 2y plus 5 by 2 equals to 37 by 2. So when you transpose plus 5 by 2 to the other side, to the RHS, then it becomes minus 5 by 2. So then we get 2y equals to 37 by 2 minus 5 by 2. Now then 2y equals to, here 37 minus 5 is 32 because the denominators are equal. So when the denominators are equal, we can subtract the numerators. So 37 minus 5 is 32 by 2. So then if we cancel 32 and 2, we will get 2 1s are 2 and 2 16s are 32. So then the equation becomes now 2y equals to 16. Now here y should be separated. Now in the LHS, 2y means 2 times y. So when into 2 is transposed to the RHS, then it becomes division by 2, then y equals to 16 by 2, then 2 1s are 2 and 2 8s are 16. So then we get y equals to 8. So the solution of the equation is y equals to 8. Now let us take the second equation. A by 5 plus 3 equals to 2. Here first we have to transpose plus 3 to RHS. So when you transpose plus 3 to RHS, then we get a by 5 equals to 2. So plus 3 will become minus 3 when it is transposed from LHS to RHS. So then we get a by 5 equals to 2 minus 3 is minus 1. Now here a should be separated in the LHS. So we have to transpose by 5 divided by 5 to the RHS. Then it becomes into 5. So then a equals to minus 1 into 5. So then a equals to, we get minus 1 5s are 5. So therefore solution of the equation is a equals to minus 5. Now let us take the third equation. 7m plus 19 by 2 equals to 13. So when we transpose 19 by 2 to RHS, so it becomes minus 19 by 2. Then we get 7m equals to 13 minus 19 by 2. So then 7m equals to, the LCM is 2 and 2 13s are 26 minus 19. So then 7m equals to 26 minus 19 is 7 divided by 2. Now when you transpose into 7, yes, 7m means 7 is multiplied by m. So when you transpose into 7 to the RHS, it becomes divided by 7. So then we get m equals to 7 by 2 into 7. Now here 7 1s are 7, 7 1s are 7. So then m equals to 1 by 2, 2 1s are 2. So therefore solution is m equals to 1 by 2. Now the next equation, 2b by 3 minus 5 equals to 3. So here we should transpose minus 5 to the RHS. So then 2b by 3 equals to 3. Here minus 5 is transposed to the RHS, then it becomes plus 5. So then 2b by 3 equals to 3 plus 5, 8. Now divided by 3 should be transposed, then it becomes into 3. So then we get 2b equals to 8 into 3. So then if into 2 is transposed to the RHS, it becomes divided by 2. So then b equals to 8 into 3 divided by 2. So yeah, 2 1s are 2 and 2 4s are 12. Then b equals to 4 3s are 12. So therefore solution is b equals to 12. So using the transposition method, we can solve any simple equation in an easier way. Now let us solve the next section. Solve the following simple equations. The first one is 3 of n minus 5 equals to 21. So here the n minus 5 is multiplied by 3. So when you transpose multiplication by 3 to the RHS, it becomes divided by 3. So then we get n minus 5 equals to 21 by 3. So here we can cancel 3 table, 3 1s are 3 and 3 7s are 21. So then n minus 5 equals to 7. And when you transpose minus 5 to the RHS, it becomes plus 5. So then n equals to 7 plus 5. So the n equals to 12. So the solution of the equation is n equals to 12. Now let us take the second equation. Minus 4 of x plus 2 equals to 8. So here x plus 2 is multiplied by minus 4. So when you transpose minus 4 into minus 4 to the RHS, it becomes divided by minus 4. So then we get x plus 2 equals to 8 divided by minus 2. So here we can cancel 2 1s are 2 and 2 4s are 8. Then x plus 2 equals to, so this minus can be written here. Then 4 by 1 means 4. Now to separate x in the LHS, we have to transpose plus 2 to the RHS. So when you transpose plus 2 to the RHS, it becomes minus 2. Then x equals to minus 4 minus 2. So then x equals to minus 4 minus 2 is minus 6. So therefore solution is x equals to minus 6. Next, 4 of 2 minus x equals to 8. So in this problem also 4 is multiplied by 2 minus x. So when you transpose into 4 to the RHS, it becomes divided by 4. Then we get 2 minus x equals to 8 divided by 4. Here we can cancel 4 and 8. 4 1s are 4 and 4 2s are 8. So 2 minus x equals to 2. And here if you transpose plus 2 to the RHS, it becomes minus 2. But the coefficient of x is minus. So let us transpose minus x to the RHS and this plus 2 to the LHS. So here 2, and when 2 is transposed to LHS, it becomes minus 2 equals to, even minus x is transposed to the RHS, it becomes plus x. Now 2 minus 2 is 0 equals to x. So if we interchange both LHS and RHS, we get x equal to 0. So there is no change in the equality sign when both LHS and RHS are interchanged. So therefore solution of the equation is x equal to 0. Now let us solve some other simple equations. Now the first equation is 16 equals to 4 plus 3 of t plus 2. So here t is present in the RHS. So we can interchange both LHS and RHS. Now when you interchange both LHS and RHS, the equality does not change. It remains the same. So we can write this as 4 plus 3 of t plus 2 equals to 16. So when you transpose plus 4 to the RHS, it becomes minus 4. Now the same equation can be written as 3 of t plus 2 equals to 16 minus 4. Then 3 of t plus 2 equals to 16 minus 4 is 12. Now let us transpose into 3. So 3 of t plus 2 means it is into 3. Now let us transpose into 3 to the RHS. It becomes divided by 3. So then we get t plus 2 equals to 12 divided by 3. 3 1s are 3 and 3 4s are 12. So then we get t plus 2 equals to 4. Now by transposing plus 2 to the RHS, it becomes minus 2. So then t equals to 4 minus 2. So then t equals to 4 minus 2 is 2. Therefore the solution of the equation is t equals to 2. Now let us solve the second equation, that is 4 plus 5 of p minus 1 equal to 34. Now first we will transpose plus 4 to the RHS, then it becomes minus 4. So then 5 of p minus 1 equals to 34 minus 4. So then 5 of p minus 1 equals to 34 minus 4 is 30. Now if you transpose into 5 to the RHS, it becomes divided by 5. Now p minus 1 equals to 30 divided by 5. So here we can cancel 30 and 5 in 5 table. 5 1s are 5 and 5 6 are 30. Then p minus 1 equals to 6. So by transposing minus 1 to the RHS, it becomes plus 1. So p equals to 6 plus 1. So p equals to 7. Therefore solution p equals to 7. Now the third equation, minus 4 equals to 5 of x minus 2. So in this equation also x is present in the RHS, so we can interchange both LHS and RHS. Now if you interchange both LHS and RHS, then we get 5 of x minus 2 equals to minus 4. Now let us transpose into 5 to the RHS, it becomes divided by 5. So then we get x minus 2 equals to minus 4 divided by 5. Now let us transpose minus 2 to the RHS, then it becomes plus 2. So x equals to minus 4 by 5 plus 2. So then x equals to, the LCM is 5. So here we can write minus 4 plus 5 2s are 10. So then x equals to 10 minus 4, 6 divided by 5. So this can be written as 1 by 5. When you divide 6 by 5, we get 5 1s are 5. The remainder is 1. So 1 by 5. So solution is x equals to 6 by 5 or 1 by 5. Now let us see the next topic, that is from solution to the equation. So from solution to equation. Now you know that how to solve the equation and find the solution. Means if you are given an equation, then you can solve it and you can find the solution. So that is normal path. See, from equation to solution. So this is normal path. Now if you are given a solution, now how to find the equation? Now this is reverse path. Now how to get the equation taking a solution? For example, you are given, for example, an equation is given to you, that is 3x minus 4 equals to 11. Then how to solve the equation? First you will subtract, you will add 4 to both sides. So first you will take that, add 4 to both sides. So then we get 3x minus 4 plus 4 equals to 11 plus 4. So here minus 4 plus 4 get cancelled. Then we get 3x equals to 11 plus 4, 15. And then to find the x value, you will divide both sides by 3. So then you will write that, divide both sides by 3. Now 3x by 3 equals to 15 divided by 3. Here 3 get cancelled and 3 1s are 3, 3 5s are 15, then you get x equals to 5. So this is a normal path. When the equation is given, we can find the solution. So why can't you apply the same procedure in reverse, in the reverse path? So first you are given x equal to 5. First you are given that x equal to 5. Then in the second step we have divided by 3. So in the reverse you will multiply by 3. So when you multiply by 3, so here you will write multiply both sides. Now when you multiply equation on both sides by 3, then we get 3 into x equals to 3 into 5. So then 3 into x is 3x equals to 3 5s are 15. Then here we have added 4 on both sides. So for this, the reverse operation, when you subtract 4 from both sides, so subtract 4 from both sides, then we get 3x minus 4 equals to 15 minus 4. So then we get 3x minus 4 equals to 15 minus 4 is 11. So from the solution we have reached the equation. But is it the equation unique when you have a solution? May not be, because if you take the same solution x equals to 5, you get the another equation so that satisfying. So if you take x equal to 5, so if you multiply on both sides by 2, then you get 2 into x equals to 2 into 5. So 2 into x is 2x equals to 2 5s are 10. And when you subtract 5 from both the sides, so then we get 2x minus 5 equals to 10 minus 5. Then 2x minus 5 equals to 10 minus 5 is 5. So this is the equation. So this is the another equation with the same solution. So one linear equation, one simple equation has only one solution, but one solution may have different simple equations. Now let us solve a problem. Construct 3 equations starting with x equals to minus 2. Now starting with the x equals to minus 2, we should construct 3 equations. Now the first one is, first let us take x equals to minus 2, means it is the solution of that equation. Now multiply on both sides by 4. So then we get 4 into x equals to 4 into minus 2. 4 into x is 4x equals to plus into minus minus, and 4 to the 8. Now divide on both sides by 5. So then we get 4x by 5 equals to minus 8 by 5. Now this is an equation starting with x equals to minus 2. Now let us construct the second equation with the same solution, x equals to minus 2. Now add 4 on both sides. Now if you add 4 on both sides, then we get x plus 4 equals to minus 2 plus 4. So then we get x plus 4 equals to minus 2 plus 4 is 2. Now multiply both sides by 5. So if you multiply both sides by 5, then we get 5 of x plus 4 equals to 5 into 2. So then we get 5 of x plus 4 equals to 5 to the 10. So this is also a simple equation with the solution x equal to minus 2. Now let us construct another equation with the same solution x equals to minus 2. Now first we will divide both sides by 2. So then we get x by 2 equals to minus 2 by 2. So then we get 2 ones are 2 and 2 ones are 2. X by 2 equals to minus 1. Now add 5 to the both sides of the equation. Now let us add 5 to the both sides. So x by 2 plus 5 equals to minus 1 plus 5. Now x by 2 plus 5 equals to minus 1 plus 5 is 4. Now this is also a simple equation to the solution x equal to minus 2. So here we have taken the same solution, but we have constructed 3 different equations. So you can also construct some more equations to the given solution x equals to minus 2. Now let us see the next topic, applications of simple equations to the practical situations. Applications of simple equations to the practical situations. So whenever any situation is given from our day-to-day life, or whenever any rider or puzzle is given, so first you should convert that puzzle or rider or practical situation to the equation form. Then you should solve for the variable present in the equation. Then you should find the solution. For example, in the beginning of the chapter, I have given you a practical, a rider, that is a puzzle. I have chosen a number multiply it by 4, add 5 to the product, the result is 65. So whenever any puzzle or rider is given, so in this form, first you should convert into the simple equation form. So I have chosen a number, so let the required number be x, then multiply it by 4, so we get 4 into x, that is 4x, then add 5 to the product, so then we get 4x plus 5, then the result is 65, so then 4x plus 5 equal to 65. Now the based on the rider, we have formed a simple equation, that is 4x plus 5 equal to 65. Now by solving this simple equation, you will get the value of x. So by transposing plus 5 to the RHS, so we get 4x equal to 65 minus 5, then 4x equals to 60. So by transposing into 4 to the RHS, we get x equal to 60 by 4 ones are and 4 15s are 60. So x equal to 15 means the required number is 15. The number I have chosen is 15. So whenever any problem is given from our day-to-day life situation or from our practical life, so then we should convert that rider into the simple equation. So then we should solve for the simple equation and we should get the value of the variable present in that equation. Then we get the solution of our rider. Now let us solve the next question. Set up equations and solve them to find the unknown numbers in the following cases. Now the first question is, add 4 to 8 times a number, you get 60. So first let the required number be x. So when you take the required number x, then add 4 to 8 times the required number. So 8 times the number means you will get 8x. Then add 4 means plus 4. So then we get the result 60. Now this is the equation formed based on the statement given in the first question. Now let us write the equation for the second statement. 1/5 of a number minus 4 gives 3. So let the required number be y. 1/5 of the number means 1 by 5 y minus 4. So minus 4 equals to 3. The result is 3. So 1/5 of the number minus 4 gives 3. Now let us write the statement equation form for the third statement, that is, if I take 3/4 of a number and add 3 to it, I get 21. If I take 3/4 of a number, so let the required number be m. 3/4 of the number means 3/4 m. If I take 3/4 of a number and add 3 to it, so plus 3, then I get 21. So equals to 21. So these are the three equations based on the three statements given in the question. Now let us solve each equation and find the value of the variable present in the equation. Now let us take the first equation. 8x plus 4 equal to 60. Now when you transpose plus 4 to RHS, it becomes minus 4. So then 8x equals to 60 minus 4. So 8x equals to 60 minus 4 is 56. Now when you transpose into 8 to RHS, it becomes divided by 8. So x equals to 56 divided by 8. Here we can cancel 8 ones are 8, 8 sevens are 56. X equals to 7. Therefore the number is 7 in the first statement. The required number now let us take the second equation. 1 by 5 y minus 4 equals to 3. So 1 by 5 y minus 3 equals to 1 by 5 y minus 4 equals to 3. Now by transposing minus 4 to RHS, it becomes plus 4, and here y ones are y by 5 equals to 3 plus 4. So then y by 5 equals to 3 plus 4 is 7. Now by transposing divided by 5 to the RHS, we get into 5. So then y equals to 7 into 5. So then y equals to 7 5s are 35. So the solution is 35. So the required number equals to 35. Now let us solve the third equation. So that is 3 by 4 plus 3 by 4 m plus 3 equals to 21. Now by transposing plus 3 to the RHS, we get minus 3. So 3 by 4 m equals to 21 minus 3. Now 3 by 4 m equals to 18. Now by transposing into 3 by 4 to the RHS, we get into 4 by 3. So then m equals to 18 into 4 by 3. So here we can cancel 3 and 18. 3 ones are 3 and 3 6 are 18. Then m equals to 6 4s are 24. So the required number is, therefore m equals to 24 is the required number in the given question. So whenever any situation is given from our day-to-day life, then we should read the question carefully. Then we should choose any variable like x, y, z or any variable for the unknown number. Then you should set up an equation. Then you should solve the equation to find the value of the variable. So then that solution gives the required number in the given question. Now let us solve some two other problems. So the first question, in an isosceles triangle, the base angles are equal. The vertex angle is 40 degrees. Then what are the base angles of the triangle? So in an isosceles triangle, the two sides are equal. So if these two sides are equal, their opposite angles will be equal. So these two base angles are equal. Now the vertex angle is given that it is 40 degrees. So let the two base angles be x degrees and x degrees. So let the two base angles, what we have to find, so that we will take as x here. So let the two base angles, let the two base angles be x degrees comma x degrees. So as we know that the sum of the three angles of a triangle is 180 degrees, so then we get x degrees plus x degrees plus the vertex angle is 40 degrees equals to 180 degrees. Then x plus x is 2x plus 40 degrees equals to 180 degrees. Now by transposing 40 degrees to the RHS, we get 2x equals to 180 minus 40 degrees. So then 2x equals to 140 degrees. Now by transposing into 2 to the RHS, we get x equals to 140 degrees by 2. Then 2 ones are 2, 2 7s are 14, 0. Then x equals to 70 degrees. So the each of the base angles is 70 degrees and 70 degrees. So here x value is 70 degrees and here also x value is 70 degrees. So therefore the base angles are 70 degrees comma 70 degrees. Now let us take the second question. Sachin scored twice as many runs as Rahul. Means the number of runs scored by Sachin is twice the number of runs scored by Rahul. Now together their runs fell too short of a double century. Then how many runs did each one score? So first let us take runs scored by Rahul equals to x. Now the runs scored by Sachin, so this is twice x means 2x. So the number of runs scored by Sachin is twice the runs scored by Rahul, so we can take 2x and together, so that the runs scored by together, it is too short of a double century. So together equals to, double century means 200 and too short means minus 2. So then how two runs scored by together, then we get x plus 2x equals to 200 minus 2. So then x plus 2x, 3x equals to 200 minus 2 is 198. Then we get x equals to 198 divided by 3. So then 3 ones are 3 and 3 6 are 18. 3 6 are 18. X equals to 66. X means runs scored by Rahul. Runs scored by Rahul equals to 66. Then how many runs scored by Sachin? It is double. So then runs scored by Sachin equals to 2 into 66, that equals to 132. Now the runs scored by Rahul is 66. So whereas runs scored by Sachin is 132. So the together then 66. Now the runs scored by Rahul is 66 and the runs scored by Sachin 132. So when you take the runs together, 6 plus 2 8 and 6 plus 3 9 198. So this is too short of the double century, that is 200. So 200 minus 2 is 198. Now let us solve the next question. Lakshmi's father is 14 years old and he is 4 years older than 3 times Lakshmi's age. What is Lakshmi's age? So we should take the Lakshmi's age is X years. So let the Lakshmi's age equal to X years. Then what is the Lakshmi's father's age? So his age is 49 years. Her father's age equals to 49 years. But this is given as a condition. So he is 4 years older than 3 times Lakshmi's age. 3 times Lakshmi's age means 3x, and he is 4 years older means plus 4. So then this equals to 49. Now we have constructed an equation based on the given condition in the question. Now let us solve the equation for value of x. Now by transposing 4 to the RHS, we get 3x equals to 49 minus 4. Then 3x equals to 49 minus 4 is 45. Now by transposing into 3 to the RHS, we get divided by 3. So then x equals to 45 divided by 3. Then we get 3 1s are 3 and 3 1s are 3, 3 5s are 15. X equals to 15. Here x means that is Lakshmi's age. So therefore Lakshmi's age equals to 15 years. Now the second question. Irfan says that he has 7 marbles more than 5 times the marbles Parmit has. Then Irfan has 37 marbles. Then how many marbles does Parmit have? So first let us take the number of marbles that Parmit has, x. Now let us take the number of marbles that Parmit has, b, x. So we will write number of marbles of Parmit equals to x. Now the number of marbles of Irfan is given that is 37. Now number of marbles of Irfan equals to 37. So but this is given as a condition in the question. Now Irfan has 7 marbles more than 5 times the marbles Parmit has. 5 times the marbles Parmit has means 5x, and he has 7 marbles more means plus 7. So this equals to 37. So 5 times the marbles with Parmit and 7 marbles more. So then we get 5x plus 7 equals to 37. Now this is the equation constructed based on the condition in the question. Then we will solve for this equation to get x value. So let us transpose plus 7 to the RHS. So 5x equals to 37 minus 7. So then 5x equals to 30. So then by transposing 5 to the RHS, we get x equals to 30 divided by 5. So 5 1s are 5 and 5 6 are 30. So x equals to 6. Therefore the number of marbles of Parmit equal to 6.